Okay, so Russell, it's ended here today in a 1-0 win for Herne Bay over Chelmsford City. What did you make of it today?
Yeah, well, firstly, thank you to Chelmsford for coming down. We obviously had a bit of a fixture issue in terms of we had a cancellation for today, so really good for them to come down. So just to extend my appreciation to them. I felt it was a little bit of a strange game, to be fair. I think the intentions were really good from us today, but I think some of the execution was not the best, and ultimately you have games like that. And I think the positive thing from that is even when you're not playing your best, that you still find ways to win the game. And I can't fault the goals in terms of work rate and obviously finding a way to win. So I said to the girls in there as well that pre-season friendly is a lot of people saying it's just about minutes in the legs and all of that. Well, it's just about winning football matches as well. Getting to a good rhythm going into the season. So we're really happy that we won the game.
Yeah, so as you mentioned, it felt like we could have possibly had a few more goals on the score sheet today, especially in the first half. What was said at half-time after those chances and not really taking them?
Yeah, I think we came to some good situations in the final third. I think we just needed to be a little bit more direct when we got the ball into those areas. So, we was probably a little bit too passive in terms of playing sideways when we had the chance to play forward. We turned down crosses into the box, which we should never do if we get the ball out wide in the final third. I want crosses going into the box. We just said about being a little bit more direct towards the goal and just to be a little bit braver.
Yeah, so as much as we would have liked a few more goals today, we did ultimately get the one that mattered, scored by Izzy Alia, making instant impact off the bench. What did you make of the goal and her performance off the bench today?
Yeah, really good. I think Izzy's just such a good character to have around the group. It's like nothing phases her. So she obviously would have liked to have played more minutes today. But I think in the 15 minutes that she had, she made such a big impact. Really good at sort of showing to receive the ball and then really direct as well. And that's just typified, I think, by the goal. So, full credit to Izzy. I sort of said to her in the week that, this might be how today looks for her, and just to make an impact when she came onto the pitch, and she did that today. And that's what we ask of all the players that's coming off the bench, is to show yourself in the best light and do the right things and make an impact.
Yeah, so obviously, as always, football is a team game. You've mentioned how you thought the team done today. Is there any other individuals you want to give special credit to today?
Yeah, I think again, like the two number 10s, I think we had a bit of an issue in terms of we wasn't able to find the number 10 so much in the first sort of 20 minutes. We said about the positioning of the 10s to be maybe a little bit lower, a little bit wider, and I thought that they were really good in their positional sense after that sort of first water break, and we got them into the game, and then we was able to come to more situations of final third entry. So I think Juliana and Millie did really well. Obviously the goal comes from Izzy playing number 10, so that was really good. And then I think Kate and Macy, I think it was just such a scrappy game, and I think they did the basics really well today, and I think that really helped us in transitional moments where they gave us really good balance and they were first to everything. So I think those players. But again, as we said, it's a team game, isn't it? And everyone had moments today.
Yeah, so now we're currently looking for another opponent to end off the pre-season. Hopefully we get one, but at this moment in time we don't. So obviously we now look to the future of in 2 weeks' time we have our first league game of the season, and a week after that we have now got our FA Cup preliminary round against Sevenoaks, which will be here. What have you learned so far in pre-season ahead of those two games?
Yeah, I think we've learned quite a lot. I think it's about we've worked in sort of different systems. We tried a back three, we tried a back four, and obviously we won't give anything away in terms of what we're going to do. But I think the biggest thing that I've learned is the squad has the capability to be so tactically flexible. And I think the players can play multiple different positions. It's a team that works really hard, and that's something that we need to sort of really drum into our blueprint. Is that there might be teams that's better than us, but we want to be the hardest working team in the pitch and in the league. So I've just learned about, as I said, how tactically flexible they are, but also it's a group of hard-working girls that's trying to get better every day.
Brilliant, thank you.